Hey everyone, it's the final round, and my name is Jordan, and we are here to the single elimination games for the first in-season NBA tournament. I have 5 picks for you. You'll see images that come up on the screen. Those will be from a data app called Outlier. There'll be a link in the description that'll take you there for a 7-day free trial. And I've talked to Outlier, and I'm going to celebrate my 1 year on YouTube, and that's going to be on 12/12. So December 12th was when my first video for sports betting was made. Outlier is going to give out a free 1-year subscription, and then second and third place will get 6 months free for Outlier. So in order to get that, you'll have to sign up with that link, join my Discord. There's going to be a Outlier giveaway channel in there, and all I need you to do is type in done. So I'll be drawing from all the people who say done from the time this video is released all the way up until December 12th. So about a week and a couple of days to join that giveaway for a 1 year or 6 months. But thank you to Outlier for doing that. This episode will be powered by Outlier. So my first pick is going to be CJ McCollum. I went with him on his points last game, and he just barely went over right at the end. But this time I'm going with over 8.5 rebounds plus assist. He's gone over this in 7 out of 8 games this year. And the Kings are giving up the 8th most points to the point guard position and the 11th most assists to the point guard position. And I know you might be thinking CJ McCollum's a shooting guard, which he traditionally is, but they are playing him in that point guard role. So he's a much bigger point guard, and with him and his size, he can get those rebounds, and he's been getting a lot of assists ever since he took on that role. So good spot here for CJ McCollum to continue a streak of going over 8.5 rebounds plus assist. And second, sticking with the Pelicans, I like Jonas Valanciunas over 23.5 points, rebounds, and assists. He's gone over this in 9 out of the last 10 games, and he's got a 67% hit rate on the year. In 2 games this year against the Kings, he has gone over this mark against them. And in his last 7 appearances against the Kings, he has gone over this mark. So the stats say that the Kings are actually pretty good against the center position, but there's all different types of centers that they match up against. And just one recently, traditional center, Zubac of the Clippers, got 25 points, rebounds, and assists against the Kings. And of course, Jokic went up against them and destroyed them, but I'm not saying Valanciunas is Jokic. Jokic is not a traditional center by any means, and Valanciunas just continues to go over this mark. So definitely a good spot for him. And on the other side of this game, I wanted to pick a Kings player. I like Malik Monk over 0.5 steals. He's gone over this in 8 out of the last 10 games with a 61% hit rate on the season. And the Pelicans are giving up the 10th most steals to the shooting guard position. You'll see on the screen. He played them twice back-to-back. One game he didn't get a steal. The second game he got 2 steals. So this is a single elimination game. Hopefully he steps up his defense and he can get a steal for us. And if you could, please like the video. And if you haven't, please subscribe to the channel. If you have a little bit of extra time, could you leave a comment for the algorithm? You can say anything. It just tells YouTube to get that video out there to more people. And thank you to the people who do comment. And my fourth pick, going over to that Celtics and Pacers game. The last time they played, Tyrese Halliburton did not play, and the Celtics won by around 50 points. So it was pretty bad. The Pacers defense is not good at all. They pretty much need Tyrese Halliburton out there. It looks like he's going to fight through a sickness. He's questionable, but I'd be shocked if he doesn't play in this game. This one actually means something, so I'd be shocked if he doesn't play. So a play that I like is Al Horford over 21.5 points, rebounds, and assists. And with Outlier, I can sort games when a player is out and how that player has done. And Al Horford has gone over this points, rebounds, and assist mark 4 out of 4 times with Porzingis out this year. And the Pacers give up the most points to the center position. So if you're on a sports book and you just want to focus on one singular stat, you could pick over his points at 10.5. The odds for this is almost even. He's gone over this 3 out of 4 times with Porzingis out, and he's gone over, when he does go over, he goes over by a lot, and he's got a great matchup. It's going to be fast-paced, up and down, and he should go over this mark against the Pacers. And before I get into this last pick, I want to shout out my partners, Underdog Fantasy, Sleeper, and ParlayPlay. Use promo code FinalRound11 on any of these. They'll match your first deposit up to $100. And there will be links in the description that'll take you there. And thank you to the people who use those. And my last pick is going to be Derrick White over 8.5 rebounds plus assist. He's gone over this in 7 out of the last 10 games with a 69% hit rate on the season. The Pacers are giving up the 15th most rebounds and the 4th most assists to the shooting guard position. When it comes to scoring in that game, looking at the lines, a lot of the Celtics players' lines are boosted up. The Celtics either play where they're very balanced and a lot of guys score, and that would favor someone like Drew Holiday and Derrick White, who also get up there around the 15 points mark where their points lines are at. And then you have games where Jaylen Brown takes off and he scores, like immediately he gets it like in the first half. He's around 20 points. And then you have games where Jason Tatum's the guy. So it's going to be tough to really predict points here. I did see that Jason Tatum has gone over his 30 points mark. I believe those last 5 times he's played the Pacers, but he just hasn't been shooting well overall over the past 10 games, and then his rebounds and assist line are very high to what he's been doing. So it's very difficult to pick a player to get points for the Celtics, but there will be a lot of scoring going on because that defense is so bad. I know I took Horford, but that points line just felt pretty low compared to his stats when Porzingis is out. And also on the other side of things with Tyrese Haliburton and the Pacers, it's really difficult to trust any other player on the Pacers recently. Tyrese Haliburton has kind of taken scoring into his own hands when he's been playing, and his assists have been hurting because of that, and he hasn't quite been getting up to his assist line. So it's like, who do you trust on the Pacers? Do you trust Bruce Brown? Do you trust Buddy Hield, who have off games? Obi Toppin's actually hasn't been that bad lately, but do you trust him? Or Miles Turner. Like it's really difficult to pick a Pacers player that isn't Tyrese Haliburton, but one or two of them are going to go off. Could be Ben Mathurin off the bench. I'm just talking through my thought process looking at that game and why I didn't pick any players, like big name players like Tatum. I actually had Tatum screenshotted, and I was going to take him just because of his history versus them, and he could be the guy that does it, but it just I couldn't take it with his recent history. He could end up with 29 points. His line has actually been bumped down at like 2 points for his points mark, I believe, and it's at 29.5 now. And then that Pelicans Kings game, I know I took a lot of Pelicans players, and I wanted to fit in a Kings player. That's why I found the steals for Malik Monk. But looking at De'Aaron Fox, he has played very well against all the other teams, but when you look at him against the Pelicans, he has struggled. And then you have Sabonis. He played really well to start off the year. He's been struggling as of late when it comes to scoring, and he doesn't do too great against the Pelicans. So it's a really tough matchup for those guys. And then it's like, do you really trust Harrison Barnes? Do you trust Keegan Murray or Kevin Huerter? So let me know what you think in the comment section of some plays that you like. For the other games on Tuesday, I know the lines are out, but I'm going to make a separate video for that. I'm expecting more lines for those games to come out. I haven't taken a complete look at those yet, but I wanted to get this out just for specifically Monday. So thank you all for watching. God bless you. It's FinalRound. My name is Jordan. I will catch you on the next one. Bye.